Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to learn our first podcast. This is very special because it's the first, of course, and we are going to talk about mistakes today. How do mistakes help us? So, check this out. So, you know everyone that wants to learn English, but they don't practice English. This is the failure that the people do, the failing actually, because they don't practice every day. This is a very huge problem. When people want to be fluent, they want to have their fluence, but they don't practice as they should. Because English every day is a new learning. Every day you need to study something to don't be left behind. So if you study 15 minutes a day, you can choose by grammar, you can choose by writing, you can watch a movie, you can do a lot of things because of grammar. You can study a lot of things with uh, movies. So there are so many things that you can do to study English. And it's the same thing when you were a kid or when you see a kid. How do they start speaking Portuguese or any other language? By a repetition. So every day they learn new words. Every day they learn new things. So these things needs to be studied every day. If you have a child and you don't speak with him or with her every day, what's going to happen? They're going to delay their learning. That's why I always tell the people to every day study something. Every day do something about English. So one day in a short period of time you're going to be fluent. So this is very very important when you want to be fluent. And another mistake that the people commit is being shy. They are shy of practicing with other people. They are shy of putting themselves in risk. You know, sometimes you're shy and sometimes you are afraid. So there is a big difference of this. Shy is when you feel that your English is not enough. Afraid is when people make jokes about you or about your English. So being shy is just something that you need to go further. You need to pass by this. How do I pass by this? How can I not be shy? You need to practice. Take your best friend, take someone who speaks English. Speak with yourself every day. Make questions, answer the questions, watch TV. Put yourself in risk. Go to a school, do a placement test. Have a lot of things to do to don't be shy. Read, speak in public. I know this is very difficult to some people, but when you begin to do this, in some day you're gonna become fluent and not be shy anymore. And when you're afraid, you are afraid what the people think about your English. That's why you're afraid to speak in public. It's not anymore that you're shy. It's because you're thinking in what other people think about you. But I have a good advice. Everyone start from zero. Everyone. Your father, your mother, they start something in the past and they were not good about it. And nowadays they are very good or they are so so. But what I want to say is everyone has a beginning. As you have a beginning, sometimes you have the opportunity to enter in a group of conversation, but you're not going. Why? Because you're afraid of what you're going to speak. And you always think, I don't know how to speak, I don't know how to write, am I going to do there? But imagine one thing, if you never start, you never gonna learn, you never gonna speak. So the best thing is always put yourself in risk. When you put yourself in risk, you're going to get something. By mistakes, you always get the right thing. Sometimes you learn more with your mistakes than you try to do something and you think is right. Mistakes are good for help yourself. You need to increase in your vocabulary. You need to increase in your conversation. How can you do this? By making mistakes. Of course, mistakes sometimes hurt us, but sometimes it's really necessary, and this always help. And don't be shy, don't be afraid when you make mistakes, because this is helping you. And the people who are laughing at you, they don't speak very well, of course, because they're just there to judge people. And judging, we know that this doesn't and this doesn't help anybody. So don't worry about these people. Just think about yourself. Make mistakes. Learn with your mistakes. This is the most important thing. Learning. Learning a new thing is very difficult, but we know this is worth. This is worth. Why learning English is worth? Because this gives you opportunities. You can go anywhere, you can do anything, anywhere in the world. If you speak English, people will understand you, they will give you opportunities. So, this is the best thing to do. Make mistakes, put yourself in risk, and learn with your mistakes and learn with other people. Other people commit mistakes too. So why you're not learning? Sometimes you think your thoughts, you express it, and sometimes you have a mistake of a word, you have a mistake of pronunciation, but you're learning. That's the good thing about English. You always can reach better things if you put yourself in risk. And another aspect very important that people make mistake. Think that their English is bad. First of all, if you started to study English today, your English is not bad anymore. Why? Because you're learning, you're putting yourself in risk, and every day you're reaching something, every day you're achieving something. Sometimes you don't see how is your improvement, but your improvement every class, every day is getting better. So always put yourself in risk, always give your face to be slapped, because this is good. It makes you wake up and your English is not bad anymore. Why? Because you already started. That's the first step. First step, you start and put yourself in risk. Another mistake that the people commit to think their accent. Accent is a way of speaking words. There are some regions that speak English in a different way. We have expressions all over the world, especially in English, and the accent. We have thousands of accents because each nationality they speak English differently. Why? Because their accent is different from each other. And that's what makes language important. Language is not the same in every country. Of course, the English is the same, but the accent, the way how you speak is different. And this is so amazing. It's so amazing when you speak with someone that have a very heavy accent and you understand. That is a part of knowledge. So I want you to stop thinking that your English is not good, your accent is not good, and try to improve every day. How do I improve my accent? Speaking the same way as the other people are speaking. If someone is speaking about English in one way and you think it's cool, just go forward. Go forward with this. because English it's a mix of all nationalities, and this is very beautiful. Other thing, when people start to learn English, they don't know where to study, how I study. I don't know where to go. So you have a lot different ways to study English. The first way, the first thing you're gonna learn in English is grammar. Grammar is the first thing you learn in English. Why? Because you work your vision. Everything you see, you memorize faster. You memorize easily. So, the first thing you have to do, use your knowledge about grammar, write a lot things in English and read aloud. Read to everyone listen you. Because when you speak loud English, you listen yourself. And this is a very good exercise because you realize if you are speaking the word correctly or not. Of course, sometimes if you don't know the word, you're gonna be lost, but someone will help you. If someone listens to you and can say, "Hey man, this word is wrong. You can speak this way." Remember, accent is different of speaking the word wrong. Okay? It's two different things. Accent is the way how you speak, and speaking wrong is saying the word very wrong way. Another thing, the people to get the fluence. When people get the fluence, they start learning English, studying English, doing everything. It's perfect. So in 1 year, I get a little fluence. I know a lot of words, I know the grammar, I know everything. So when you are very high, what should be the next step? The next step you study twice harder, twice harder, two times more harder. Why? Because to be fluent is one thing. When you get English in your head to don't forget, that's the perfect way. So sometimes people study 1 year very hard and they realize, okay, I am speaking English, so now I can relax. I don't need to study very crazy again. Wrong. You need to push yourself harder to get all the knowledge you get, all the knowledge the people are giving to you, and after that, when you're fluent, you don't need to think anymore in other language or native tongue. Okay, you have a perfect English. So when you get to this size of English, okay, I am speaking, I understand. What do I need to do next? I need to push myself harder. I need to do a lot more to get fluent. Fluent. Don't think in my language, just think straight in English. So, this is a good step to be followed. And never stop studying. Never stop making mistakes. That's why the title of our podcast is Mistakes. Because by mistakes, you learn English. By mistakes, you get better English. By mistakes, you can be fluent. And this is my way of teaching English, is how I learned English. So never stop studying English. So what should I do to study English? You have a lot ways of learning English. You can use grammar, you can use videos, you can use writing, you can use music, you can use Netflix, you can use a lot of things to learn English. And never give up. Never give up because at the end is worth. Nothing is worth than you know English. English can give you ways of opportunity. If you don't have English, you're gonna be a miserable person. You have to learn English to understand people and to have knowledge about this. Alright? So I see you on the next podcast.